Today we're doing a little bit of a different kind of reading. This is going to be for Leo. So we're stepping outside of the love readings and we're just going to do a general life reading for what's going on for right now. If this doesn't resonate with you, the readings will not resonate with everybody because they are general. But if you found this video, I believe that you found it for a reason. But you are welcome to watch your sun, moon, and rising, and you might find some more information there for your sign. Okay, this is for the sign of Leo, and we're just gonna ask what's going on in the life of Leo. Sorry if you hear some background noise. I have teenagers in the house and they forget that I'm doing readings sometimes, and they get pretty loud. So if you hear, you know, voices, that's just my kids. Okay, so this is for the sign of Leo, and this is just general life stuff. What's going on for Leo? We might ask about some obstacles, like what's going on in terms of obstacles, but first we're just going to kind of get a read on what's going on for you in general in your life. Okay, again, this is for the sign of Leo. Four of Wands comes up right away. Let's see. Okay, all right, Leo. Empress. Are you in your Empress mode right now? Okay, we're gonna just get two more cards if you want to come back out. Page and World, go ahead. This is for Leo in general, for life. One more card, please, for the sign of Leo. Okay, wow. Okay, all right, Leo. So it's like you might be feeling like sort of empowered right now, or this might be calling for like a need to get into this mode. Empress is where we feel secure and we feel sure of ourselves and we just feel empowered. She's all four queens, and Empress is just when we're in our best self. But this card talks about needing to leave something behind, but it doesn't come without a little pain. Like, see how these people are sort of hunched over and they look weary. So it's like Six of Swords. It's like a leaving behind. Sometimes it can talk about like leaving things or people behind, but sometimes it can just talk about leaving behind old ways of thinking, ways of operating, ways that we've been doing things. But it's always a necessary leaving behind. So I don't know if you're sort of going through a transition of leaving something behind, or sort of transitioning out of like old ways of thinking or being, that maybe have been holding you back from being in this mode. But this card says like there's no danger in front of you. These swords are all pointed down. So proceed, you know, in that direction of letting go. Let it fall away, whatever it is, whatever you're needing to let go of, baggage, bondage, release it, let it go, because you're heading, you know, towards a more resilient time. Because next is, after this card is Seven of Swords, and that's the person who's just upright and standing there and ready to just like face life and charge head on. And so is the Empress like that, you know. So if we're going in this order, letting things go, whatever it is that you need to let go of that's heavy. I don't know if it's a person. You know your story. Only you know what you're moving through and what you're leaving behind, or what you need to leave behind, what you need to put down. It's necessary. I say proceed. with the letting go. If it's a question, I don't really see a question here. I feel like you're in Empress mode, or you're moving towards it. Like, you know what you need to let go of to get to this place, to get to this Nine of Pentacles place. And she's also very much in Empress mode. You know, she has her coins about her. She has everything she needs. She's confident. She's relaxed. She is just where she wants to be. You know, this is just where you want to be. Serene, secure, relaxed. You know, she's very content. This woman on this card, she's got a bird on her hand, you know, and she's just got the abundance around her. She's got everything she needs. And Empress is very much that way too. These cards are very akin to each other. So it's nice that these are coming out. I think it's saying in order to elevate more into this Empress, like, so what Empress is like, she is that mode where, like, we don't feel alone, we don't feel lonely, we don't wait on anyone, we're in our power, we know what we're doing, we know what we want, we're very clear about it, we're very relaxed about it. There's not a lot of angst with this Empress, nor with this Nine of Pentacles. So I think the key here is knowing that it's okay. It's okay to put it down. It's okay to leave it behind. Whatever it is, only you know. Only you know what it is that you're leaving behind. A person, a place, a thing, a way of being, a way of thinking, a way of operating. You know what that is. So, you know, I think that it's a yes. If there's a question of needing to let go of something, it's a yes, because this is where you're going, right? Okay, so Leo, any challenges or further advice? Yep, this is like kind of cool coming after this. The Fool, it's like the Fool is just ready to jump and losing that fear of outcomes. Fool under Empress is very nice. It's just like release, relax, let go, let life flow. Don't be afraid of outcomes. Move forward anyway, without being worried about what lies ahead. Yeah, there is this little dog here nipping at his heels, like that little voice in the back of our heads that goes, but what, you know, it could be dangerous down there. But the Fool is just like, I don't care. I'm going to go for it. I'm doing this. Let the fear go, Leo. If there's fear, let it go. Flow right into it. Take a chance. You don't always need to know what's going to happen. Everything in life doesn't always need to be calculated, and that's what this Fool is here to say. We don't always have to have it all planned out. Although I'm not saying, you know, don't plan it out. Okay. Remember I said this Six of Swords is moving to the Seven of Swords. Here he is. When you leave this behind and you pump up into your power, into Empress mode, you let go of the fears of outcomes and like what's coming around the bend, what's coming down the pike. You will be in this mode of, this guy is determined, you know, he's just showing up for it. He's showing up for it strong, determined, like, here I am, you know. He's a little bit disheveled, yeah, but he's still like, here I am, I'm fighting for it, I'm showing up for life, yeah. Okay, let's see what else. One more card for Leo. It's funny, the Four of Wands was calling to my attention, like right at the bottom of the deck. And I have a friend who's about to get married, so I don't know, that just kind of resonated a little bit. Okay, yeah. So it's like when you look at this leaving behind, whatever it is, parts of yourself that don't serve you anymore, things that don't serve you anymore, people that don't serve you anymore, ways of being that don't serve you anymore. This Fool talks about leaping into the unknown, but this talks about showing up for it. Show up for that unknown thing. You know, this Moon card talks about like things that are unknown that will come to the light. I think if you just show up for it and you let go of the fear of outcomes and like what's going to happen next, I think everything will sort, everything that looks like a mystery to you, where this is going, it's showing up. It's showing up. I think everything that looks unknown and sort of, you know, mysterious and you don't know what it is, the moon has a way of bringing things always to the light, but what's falling on top of that is the death card, and the death card is not a bad thing. The death card is a really nice card to get because death is where transformation happens. Death is also rebirth, right? So I feel like you're moving through this cycle of like starting to know what doesn't serve you and what hasn't been working, and stepping up into your Empress mode so that you can be in this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. You're showing up to fight for your life, but this is just that indicator to get into that Fool energy. Jump in the water. Jump in the water. Don't be afraid of what's down there. You know, you're not going to sink. You're going to swim. Okay. And don't be afraid of the unknown, because when you kind of embrace this, taking that leap of letting go, you're going to show up strong and determined, and you're going to experience transformation. Okay. So Leo, we're going to do a couple of spirit song cards. This is nice. It's just so sort of like, I feel like, Leo, you might be in a time of transition out of like holding on to things that don't serve you and casting them off, you know, moving ahead, showing up to fight for your life, showing up for that transformation. Let's see. This is for Leo. Just going to ask for 2 spirit song cards, and then we'll get you an oracle card. Success, triumph. 6 of acorns is the same thing as 6 of wands in the traditional deck. And that's success, triumph, victory. Look at this. It's just like a whole buck with like at his prime. And he's just sitting there with his head up and just like breathing it in, breathing in the success. The deer is like in Empress mode, yeah? Release, recovery. This goes right along with this. Release so that you can recover. 3 of feathers. It's the same as 3 of swords, but it does not read the same way in this deck. This card does not read of heartbreak at all. This reads of like blossoming, blooming, coming out of the cocoon, rebirth. So interesting. I think this is a moth, but they go through the same process. You know, like a butterfly. That's just right there with the death card, death and rebirth. Just feel like you're kind of going through a metamorphosis, you know, finding your wings, learning to fly, releasing things that don't serve you. Recovery is a beautiful energy to be in. You know, recovery is where we sort of like remember ourselves. And if you break down the word remember, it's the opposite of dismember. It's where we put things back together, where we remember who we are. It's like a putting back together of ourselves. Yeah, Leo. So this is just beautiful energy. Just take that leap. Don't be afraid. Leave whatever BS behind that you're, you know, thinking about or moving through, leaving behind. Leave it with confidence. Leave it with confidence. If it doesn't serve you anymore, do not be afraid to leave it behind. Even if it's who you were, like a past version of yourself. Like don't get too hung up on that. You know, don't be afraid to rebirth and transcend and transform. We have the ability to become better and newer and more elevated versions of ourselves. Like some people say people don't change. That's not true. People change, people transform, people elevate, people, you know, get into awareness and raising their consciousness, and the whole game changes. So, you know, that's there for you, Leo. So just soak it in, man. Walk right into it. Walk right into your Empress mode. Stay in your power. Stay in your power. Trust yourself. Okay, we're just going to get 1 oracle card. I feel like we almost don't even need it, but we'll just for the fun of it, since everyone else is getting one. I feel like your whole read has been an oracle. Okay, this is for Leo. Jump in. Adventure, say yes to change. Andromedan energy. Yes, say yes to change. Say yes to leaving this behind. Say yes to the transformation. Say yes to the release. Say yes to the success. This jump in is very much the similar energy of the Fool card, yeah? Okay, Leo, so that is like definitely the message. Say yes to change. Say yes to change within you. Don't be afraid to change up things in your world. You got this, Leo. You got this. Follow your heart. Follow your joy. Follow your bliss. Okay, Leo, if this did not resonate with you, please watch your sun, moon, and rising. Hopefully this did resonate, and hopefully this reading was helpful for at least one person today. I'm happy if I've been able to help someone on their journey today. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe. It helps grow the channel. It'll help me to be able to bring you more readings as we go along and follow this journey together. All right, peace and blessings, Leo.